Your favorite influencer is suddenly obsessed with a serum, a supplement, a suspiciously specific water bottle. She just discovered it. It changed her life. Funny how life-changing discoveries always seem to land right after a brand deal does. Here is the twist. That obsession is very often a paid ad. The European Commission checked almost 600 influencers across the EU and found that 97% of them posted commercial content, but only about 1 in 5 made it clear that it was advertising. So 4 times out of 5, you're being sold without being told. Why should you care? Because if you don't know it is ad, you treat it like advice. You trust it more, you question it less. And that gap is exactly what some brands and influencers are counting on. Welcome back to WebshopSavvy. Today we talk about how influencers are actually supposed to label ads under EU rules and, more importantly, what you can do when they don't bother. By the end of this video, you'll know how to spot an ad before the label even shows up, what the proper disclosure should look like, the sneaky tricks used to hide it, and the exact steps to take when you feel played. Forget the legal text for a second. As a viewer, you don't need to know which EU directive applies. You need one question. Did this person get any benefits for talking about this product? It could be money, free stuff, a hotel stay, a nice dinner, a commission, a discount code they earn from. Any of this means it's advertising, full stop. It doesn't mean the product is bad. It means the recommendation just moved from honest opinion to paid persuasion. And your brain deserves to know that before you reach your wallet. So here is your mental checklist. Is the brand name mentioned suspiciously clearly? Is there a link or swipe up straight to a product page? Is there a discount code with influencer's name on it? Are they enjoying a free product, trip or experience with no explanation of how they got it? Tick any of those and your brain should flip into ad mode, whether or not they actually use the word ad. So what does a proper disclosure look like? EU consumer rules say advertising has to be disclosed clearly and made easy for you to spot, not just technically present somewhere on the screen. In practice, that means real words: ad, advertising, paid partnership, paid promotion. Words like collaboration, partnership, or thanks to our partner brand sound friendly. But that's exactly the vague wording EU regulators flagged as inadequate, and none of it actually says this is an ad. It also has to be visible without effort, not hidden after you tap more or scroll past a wall of hashtags. In fact, when regulators checked, only about a third of disclosed posts made the label immediately visible without extra clicking or scrolling. And in videos, the disclosure should show up near the start, not whispered in minute 3, once you've already invested. When you see something like paid partnership tag plus ad for brand X written clearly in the caption, that's the standard. You know exactly what you're watching and you can still enjoy it. You're just not being tricked into thinking it's a casual tip from a friend. Now, the fun part. Since only about 1 in 5 posts disclose properly, you're constantly swimming in undisclosed ads and creators have gotten creative about hiding them. Here are a few tricks. 1. The soft label. Writing gifted or PR, but never actually saying ad. Sounds harmless, still hides the commercial deal. 2. The hide and seek label. Hashtag ad buried at the very bottom of the caption after 3 paragraphs and a novel's worth of hashtags. 3. The blink and you missed it label. Ad flashed in one single story frame for half a second, while the rest looks completely organic. 4. The blend-in strategy. Talking like it's a personal recommendations, casually dropping a discount code and never once mentioning payment. Here is your 3-second gut check. If you have to hunt for a label, something's off. If it's tiny hidden behind more or shown once and never again, assume they're trying to downplay it. And if it's a praise plus a code plus a link, but no actual word ad anywhere, treat it as an ad anyway. You don't need a law degree for that. You just need to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt they haven't earned. This isn't just an abstract market transparency problem. It creates three very real pains. First pain, your wallet. You buy faster and more impulsively, often at a price and from a platform the brand wants, not necessarily the best deal for you. Secondly, your trust. You start wondering if any recommendations is genuine, which is exhausting and honestly makes you feel a bit silly for believing people in the first place. 3. Your time. You test drive products that were basically a full advertisement campaign and only realize afterwards that you were the target audience, not a lucky insider. This is exactly why EU regulators are actively looking at influencer marketing as part of a wider push on digital fairness, because people are being nudged in the ways they don't fully see. Once you know the trick, you get to keep the fun part, following creators you like, while adding one small filter. This is cute, but is it paid for? Here is your 3 steps. No legal degree required. Step 1. Pause before buying. If something feels like a recommendation but looks suspiciously polished, step outside the link. Search the product elsewhere, check independent reviews, and compare prices. If the deal looks insane, check whether it's actually just a normal price somewhere else. Step 2. Screenshot everything. The post, the caption, the story, the code, and label you can see. Posts get edited, stories disappear in 24 hours. If you want to complain later, screenshots are your evidence. Step 3. Report it. Use the platform's built-in reporting tools. Platforms are under growing pressure to deal with hidden ads. If you feel genuinely misled, you can also complain to your national consumer authority. You don't need a legal essay. You just write, "This looks like an ad, there's no clear label, here are my screenshots." And that's plenty. It won't always get you an instant refund, but every complaint adds to a pattern that pushes platforms and brands to clean up their act. You're not just scrolling past this. You're part of what makes enforcement actually happen. So here is your influencer filter going forward. 1. Did they get anything for this? If yes, it's an advertisement. 2. Is there a clear ad, advertising, or paid partnership label you didn't have to hunt for? If not, red flag. 3. Never let one recommendation be your only source. Check, compare, then decide. If you had to dig through hashtags to find ad, the disclosure wasn't good enough, and you're allowed to be annoyed about it, report it, and trust that creator a little less next time. That's the goal here. No more stress, just more control. Keep enjoying your favorite creators, just stop letting hidden ads quietly steer your wallet. If this video saved you from falling for one sneaky ad, hit like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more smart shoppers like you. Subscribe if you want more straight talking breakdowns of the tricks online shopping and social media pull on you. And if you've ever spotted a hidden ad that really annoyed you, drop it in the comments below. I might feature it in the future video. Until next time, don't get tricked by a hidden advertisement. Be webshop savvy.